Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks news pack for Tuesday, July the 12th. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com Shifts and Pucks, Twitch.com Shifts and Pucks. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. As last night, Noah Adler from Flames Nation, Dan Stevenson from Fireside Chat joined Sean and I to recap and prepare for the Flames free agency. Of course, the big focuses was Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. What's next? If both go, is a rebuild on the horizon? What is the next step? So check that podcast out. It's all on all the platforms. Tonight we will be going through the Vancouver Canucks preview, of course, free agency preview, and it's more about JT Miller. When does the JT Miller trade happen? When does all of that happen? What will the Canucks do in free agency, if anything significant? We'll have to see. Join us for that, but we'll get into that. As far as Johnny Gaudreau goes, of course, still no contract. The signed for the Flames. He has, of course, until 9 o'clock. Till 9 o'clock to sign the 8-year deal. And of course, I believe that is going to be today. So 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 midnight to sign that deal tonight for the 8 years. Other than that, then it becomes a 7-year deal like everything else. And so we'll have to. That's the big question. And the latest from Frank Saravelli is the offer that it was put on the table was north of $10 million for 8 years. That would make him not only the highest paid player in Calgary franchise history, but among the richest in the NHL. If he walked, it won't be because of money. That's according to Frank Saravelli's latest tweet. So we're looking at all of that, all what's going on there, and that's still the big question. And we're still sitting and waiting, and see what Johnny does. Does he explore free agency? Does this get done at the last minute? This is the big question. And then what do you do with Matthew Tkachuk? And then what is your next step after that? And then what is your next step after that? It's sort of a holding pattern. Of course, Salim Valji reported that the Flames haven't been able to negotiate really with their other free agents, including Eric Goodbranson and Nikita Zadorov. And both appear to be exploring the free agency part. I don't think anyone was expecting Nikita Zadorov to be back. So that's not a surprise. And I don't know if people are super worried about Goodbranson either. But yeah, so 11:59 Eastern, so 9 o'clock Pacific. Sorry to just get back to the date. I keep just 11:59 Eastern, 8:59 Pacific, 10 o'clock in Calgary, or 9:59 in Calgary is where the UFAs lose the ability to resign for 8 years. So we still have 9 hours for that. Just wanted to clarify that. But all of this is what we're waiting for. What's the next step in Calgary? Does Gaudreau sign? Does Tkachuk sign? What do you do with Mangiapane? What do you do with Shillington? As mentioned, Eric Goodbranson, Nikita Zadorov will be exploring free agency. We also have the buyout window today, which is by 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. So we could be having some more news on that as well. We'll recap all of the buyouts and all of that tomorrow. We'll be doing a later one, late evening news pack there. As far as the buyout window, there was 4 announced, which included Oscar Lindblom from the Philadelphia Flyers, Rudolph Balcer, San Jose Sharks, Michael Del Zotto from the Ottawa Senators, and Yanni Kokkonen from the New Jersey Devils. Several RFAs were not offered contracts, including Ryan Donato in Seattle, Samsonov in Washington, which some may be directed so that he enters the goalie market. So those are some of the, including the big ones. Of course, Evgeny Malkin said yesterday he's exploring free agency. So that was a big deal, but they did sign Rickard Rakell to a deal in Pittsburgh, a 6-year deal there with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And and that was for $30 million. So he was acquired at the trade deadline. Yes, Dylan, I know you're going to say something about Rickard Rakell and Calle Jarnkrok. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. But Rickard Rakell, 6 years, $30 million. Evgeny Malkin exploring the free agency option. Nazem Kadri will be exploring free agency as well, and he's expected to take the whole long process. According to Darren Dreger, and a couple of other reports, he's going to be meeting with all of the teams, and then he will be eliminating the teams that he's not interested in, speaking to the GMs and the coaches. So don't expect Nazem Kadri to make a quick decision there. And then, so that is what is going on in terms of the buyouts and all of that. Now, there was a retirement today. Duncan Keith did officially announce his retirement after 17 seasons. It's of course, he spent 16 of them with the Chicago Blackhawks, 3-time Norris Trophy winner twice, 3 times with the Stanley Cup champion, through some controversial times, no question. He had a 13-year, $72 million contract he signed with the Blackhawks back in the 2009. He was traded actually 1 year ago today. He was traded to Edmonton for Caleb Jones and an additional draft pick, which was Tim Soderlund. 646 points, 106 goals, 540 assists in 1,250 regular season games, 91 points in 151 playoff games, and he won the Conn Smythe in 2015. Second in games played behind Stan Mikita, 1,192, 6 in assists, 520, 10th in points, 625, 7th in Chicago history with 86 points and 135 playoff games. So Duncan Keith retiring, officially announcing his retirement today. And in terms of just some other notes here, guys, development camp is going on. Check out the WHL on Area 51 feed just to follow some of that, some of the players going on there. Conor Geekie was drafted by the Arizona Coyotes. He was shaken up at development camp yesterday. No, nothing going on. Just going to see if there was anything going on there in terms of any updates on him. Just according to Craig Morton, Bill Armstrong said that Conor Geekie will miss the rest of the development camp with a lower body injury. However, it does not sound like it's serious. So that's good news there. So Conor Geekie took a hit along the boards. Will leave him out of development camp, but he won't be out for a long period of time. So that's some good news for the Arizona Coyotes there. So that will just keep us up to date here with the news. It's a short pack. We'll do a longer pack with some of the unrestricted free agent news, and we'll break anything that happens tonight during our live podcast involving the Vancouver Canucks. So follow us all individually on Twitter. Sean Beardy Canucks 03, Tyler TNOBLE, Christian Schneids SCHNEIDZ, Devin still out in Europe, Gordhouse 09. I am KEVOLE, Shifts and Pucks on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. We'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.